Jim Lakewood over here at Cable Channel 3. And you can catch us on the web 24/7 at sunnylandcenter.org. And we are here on the south side of the square. And you can come by any morning for, I like to say, scintillating conversation it was this morning. Beautiful people, happy laughter, and a nice warm cup of coffee. So come by and visit us for a friendly morning come up. Today is Monday, the 9th of February. The headline news on the Weather Channel says another heavy snowfall for all portions of the Northeast. That's what the Weather Channel says for today over the National Weather Service. As the new week begins, they will be having some freezing rain. That's possibly in the northern plains, and heavy snow in the northern Rocky Mountains also to the west of us. And it seems like the coldest part of the weather is yet ahead of us, as the winter storm Marcus could bring in up to 2 feet of snow in some areas. But we are spared some of that here in the Midwest. And in our area, it will be much cooler than yesterday, for instance. Yesterday was a great day, beautiful day yesterday. It will be much cooler towards the end of the week. But right now, on the square, I just checked, it's around 56 degrees, bright and sunny. And that will be the pattern for the rest of the Monday. It will be mainly sunny, with the highs at 65. The wind coming in from the south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And tonight we should have some clear skies, with a low at 37 degrees, and the wind coming in from the south-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, it should be mostly sunny with the high at 67, with the wind coming in from the south. The south makes it a little bit warmer when the wind blows from that direction, but it will shift to the north-northwest during the evening part. And so tomorrow evening, Tuesday night, it will be mainly clear, with a few clouds later on. And the temperature should be right at 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and the winds increasing to 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Wednesday, it should be partly cloudy with a high at 49. The wind gusting in the morning from the north at 30 miles per hour. And Wednesday night, it will be mostly clear with the winds coming from the north and northeast and dip down to 5 to 10 miles per hour. The weekend, it should be a cold front that comes in from the southeast, from the Dakotas across Kansas will make Thursday cooler, but the weekend should be warmer, sea highs 57 to 61, and the nighttime lows 24 to 32. The winds should be south-southeasterly with the speeds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. And no rain forecast for Valentine's Day on Saturday, so Saturday should be just a mild day and evening with no rain. So if you have some Valentine plans, it should be good for that. And today, we're going to do a talk on money talk. And here's a smart way to make your children tax-free millionaires. And if you have grandchildren like I do, that might just be something we would want to do for them. If your grandchild or child or teenager is gainfully employed, he or she can contribute up to $5,000 per year in a Roth IRA. The contributions are not tax deductible, and they do not have to come from the child. You can put it in for the child. The only caveat is that the child must be gainfully employed. The contributions are not tax deductible, however. So if you were to give some $5,000 per year for 6 years, say between the ages of 15 to 20, with no further contributions over time, and that Roth IRA grows at 10% per year, that sum would grow to over $2 million, $2,045,000 by age 65. Another way to achieve similar results is to invest $2,500 a year for 2 years for your child or grandchild when he or she is 5 or 6, and that would compound at 10% annually and would grow to $1.6 million by the age of 65. Start early, and it becomes a gift that keeps on giving. Now that 65 is the new 40. Who would not want to give that gift to a 40-year-old, let's say? So that's a good way to help your child and even to plan for some school fees and what have you. So bear that in mind. Today we want to wish some happy birthdays. Today's Monday the 9th, and we have Natalie Clark having a birthday and Valletta Ward. It's their birthday today. On Wednesday we have a birthday, Larry Garner. On Thursday we have Cherry Kanoki. And on Friday we have Christy Snyder and Melissa Davis. On Saturday, Valentine's Day, we have Alan Long. And on Sunday it's Hazel Jordan's birthday. And we have a happy Valentine anniversary for Virgie and Joan Young on Saturday the 14th. And on the 15th, it's Carl and Nikki Bear anniversary. So mark your calendars and wish those people happy birthdays and happy anniversaries. Send them a card, give them a call. And we have a special announcement here. We want to celebrate Lloyd Ratz. He's turning 100 on Sunday, February the 15th at 2 o'clock, between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. at the lodge at 700 East 1st in St. John. And Mr. Ratz, many of you know him for his invention. I'm just impressed by the things he does at this age. He'll be celebrating his 100th birthday, and he says, please join us to celebrate a century of life. So do mark your calendars and come out and help the family celebrate that glorious occasion. He's a wonderful person to talk with. And we want to celebrate our young people. And in this week's news, there are lots of activities that the young people are doing, and I was so impressed by some of the things they're doing. So we want to send congratulations for the young people who took part in the National Geographic The first place went to Elijah Delp, and Elijah is a 5th grader who won the schools competition, and then the second place winner went to Paige Doran, and the third place went to Ethan Hudson. And that was the National Geographic B at the St. John's School. In the School B, the students had to answer questions about geography. And that is so important in this global economy and this, they say the world is a village this day. So the young people do need to know their geography, and congratulations to those 3. And Elijah will have a chance to win a $50,000 scholarship at the national level. So congratulations to those three. Also, right across the country right now, thousands of students are competing in the 215 Spelling Bee, and the Stafford County had theirs. And the Stafford County Spelling Bee winners were, in the first place, Erin Chrisman, who correctly spelled the word Frankenstein. Not very easy to spell. And she's from St. John. And the second place winner went to Parker Rodriguez. He's from Maxwell. And the third place went to Emma Engel, and she's from St. John's. So if you see these young people, really do congratulate them for the great work they're doing. And even the teachers, also the teachers, I should say, the teachers over at the school. That is just wonderful news. And congratulations also to Teresa Christie. Teresa Christie was picked for the Barton Hoop Basketball Classic at the recent tournament. And Teresa is a senior at St. John. She's also the reigning St. John's homecoming queen, the winter homecoming queen. Teresa is an outstanding player and has been on the St. John High School team for the past 4 years and is now in her final year at the St. John High School. So if you see Teresa, I know a lot of you would come out to the basketball games. Do give her congratulations. Mark your calendars also, because today is the last day, February the 9th, to order the Prairie Food basket. And the baskets will be ready for February the 20th, but today is the last day to order that. And you can call over here at the center at 620-549-6351 if you are in St. John, or in Stafford at 620-899-6472. And they have some wonderful deals for the food basket this month. Mark your calendars also for February the 11th, where the First United Methodist Church of St. John will be serving ham and beans. They have their ham and beans supper, and that will include cornbread and dessert, tea and coffee. And the proceeds go to the missions and ministry of the church. So do come out and help them with that effort. Mark your calendars also for February the 15th. The St. John Recreation Commission is sponsoring a bus trip to watch the Wichita Thunder take on the Allen American hockey game. And that will be the Sunday the 15th. And they say no school on Monday, so the young people can go and watch that. And they will be leaving the center at 2 p.m. And the cost is just $8 per person. So the deadline for having a seat, though, is Wednesday the 11th. So please call over there, 549-6549, to reserve a seat. So that should be fun. There's a lot of activities in our little city this week, so mark your calendars also for Thursday the 12th. And there's a special something cooking in Cunningham, Kansas. The Recreation Commission is making a trip there, and the bus will leave at 10:30 in the morning, and after lunch they will have a short stop at the Walmart or the Southwest as required. And they expect to be back in the city at 3 p.m. and the cost is $7. And all trips, they say, are subject to weather conditions, but there's no rain in the forecast, so I'm expecting that would happen. So mark your calendars for the 12th. Mark your calendars also for the 16th, Monday, February the 16th at 2 p.m. And the Sunflower Center will be having their Valentine bingo and a delicious cookies and tea. They call it the Valentine tea. That sounds like fun. So Thursday, Monday, February the 16th at 2 p.m. for the Valentine tea. And mark your calendars for February the 20th, and it's early President Day celebration. There's going to be a women's fair in Wichita at the Century, and it will leave St. John at 9:30, leave the Witt Center at 9:30 a.m., and stop at the Dutch Kitchen for coffee. The fair opens at 12 noon, and they will leave the fair at 4:30, and expect to be back here around 6:30, and the fare for that is $15. So keep all of those in mind and call over at the center if you think you would like to go and make your reservations. And just to remind you that both the Maxwell Center and the Sunflower Center have delicious meals that they have that you can order. And if you want to order at the Maxwell Center, do give them a call because today they're going to be serving baked cod with au gratin potatoes and ginger carrots and mandarin oranges for a salad and with bread and tea and coffee. And tomorrow they'll be serving chicken pot pie with broccoli and biscuits. And on Wednesday it's beef and beans and a California blend of vegetables and apple crisp. Sounds very delightful. And over at the Sunflower Center, today they're serving a tuna rice casserole with spinach and a California blend of vegetables, and they have ambrosia salads. And tomorrow they have a hamburger on bun with a broccoli and baked beans and a peach cobbler. And on Wednesday they have roast beef and mashed potatoes, brown gravy, and a cherry pie. If you need hot lunches, don't forget to call. They'll be happy to send that for you. And our thought for today. When you're faced with a decision, make the decision as wisely as possible. Then just forget it. The moment of absolute certainty never arrives anyway. The point is, make a decision, seize the day. And do enjoy this beautiful weather that we are having. It's beautiful outside. Have a great afternoon.
This is your story.
This is your story.
This is your story.
This is my story.
This is my story.
This is my story.
But most of all,
this is the greatest story ever told.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
I know you're going to enjoy the incredible journey you're about to embark on. The story is brimming over with tales of mystery, intrigue, adventure, of love, heartbreak, and triumph, of power, of struggle, and finally, of redemption. But remember, the Bible is not 100 ancient, unrelated paintings, but a mural all knitted together to tell the story of God's great love for us and the extent to which He will go to get us back. I know you're really going to enjoy and appreciate this wonderful experience as you fully explore how we all fit into the greatest story ever told, God's story.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
I'm Ray Davidson, pastor of First Southern Baptist Church here in St. John on the corner of 2nd and Exchange. We would like to invite you to come and join with us as we look at God's story, the story of God's interaction with man. We'll begin on September the 7th at 9:30 a.m. with a worship service, followed by at 10:30 with Sunday school. This is a study for everyone in the family. All of the children, young people, adults will be studying the same lesson so that we can talk about it at home as we go through the week. We invite you again to come and join us on this 31-week study of God's story and man's story.